Sadhu Maharaj Srimati Krishna Priyata Purani, Rupananga Gaudiya Guru Varga of Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Pujapad Damodar Maharaj. So, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada in his Upadeshavali, his main instructions, has said that serving the Brijabasis, who are, means residents of Vrindavan, who are fully absorbed in feelings of separation with Krishna, who had come to Mathura, is our eternal constitutional occupation. So we have visited many places of separation today. Interesting, usually when we speak about places of separation, we think of Uddavakyari and some other places, but these ones also filled with separation related to Akrura, Ghat. So much we heard about Krishna leaving Vrindavan. Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, but Vrindavanam parityaja padam ekam nagacchati. But there is separation. There is Krishna who is outside of Vrindavan. Srila Jiva Goswami in his commentary said that after Krishna killed Shankachuda, he has taken all the Brijabasis to go to Vrindavan, to spiritual worlds. So we therefore are advised, are given task even by Srila Prabhupada in this point of his Upadeshavali, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to be serving those Vaishnavas, those Brijabasis absorbed in separation. So how will we do that? Well, we serve those Brijabasis absorbed in separation. Why can we meet them? Well, they're present on this earth, they're present, and they're hiding under the guise of ordinary human beings. They're seemingly performing ordinary duties. Some of them are sannyasis, some of them are renounced, and they're performing bhajan here. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, for example, he was city magistrate. He was performing duties with 13 children, etc. He was spending 6 hours at his office, in court cases, and so many things he was doing. But nobody knew what he was doing at night. And at night, he was chanting the holy name, and he was meditating on the shlokas, on the great verses from the scriptures. Many of them were dedicated to separation. So, Srila Gurudev once asked, what is more significant, separation or meeting? So, many people think separation really, because as we have just heard now, Srila Maharaj was saying that in this Sampradaya, in Gaudiya Sampradaya, separation takes very special position. But still, our goal is meeting. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Shri Krishna Virahe, his bhajan, is saying that, well, I cannot tolerate Radhika to be separated with Krishna, to be suffering in separation with Krishna. We cannot, endure that sight of Srimati Radhika suffering in separation. We really don't want her to suffer. Let Krishna suffer, Let him better experience the trouble, experience all kinds of feelings we really don't wish to see in Srimati Radhika. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is fully on the side of Srimati Radhika, therefore. So, those Brijabasis, they are experiencing meeting with Krishna in separation. That is called Viraha. Viraha means Vishesha Rupena Rahasya. Rahasya means meeting. And Vishesha Rupena means very special meeting. Very special meeting. So, a bit later when we go to banks of Prema Sarovara, we'll hear Harikatha about how Srimati Radhika was very close to Krishna. She was on the lap. But when Madhumangal said, Madhusudan has gone. Madhusudan means bumblebee. He chased bumblebee with a stick. And he just announced that bumblebee, Madhusudan had gone and will never return. So Srimati Radhika attributed that to Krishna, because Madhusudan is Krishna. One who tastes the sweet nectar of Gopi's Prema. He is Madhusudana. So, Radhika expressed great, how to say, anxiety. Oh, Krishna is gone, and immediately she fainted. And by seeing Radhika in that position, Krishna also fainted. So for some time they were unconscious. Then they came back to senses. Ha Prananath, Ha Priya. Krishna said Ha Priya, oh my beloved. Radhika said Ha Prananath, oh my beloved. They started shedding tears. Supreme Sarovar evolved from those tears. We'll hear this Harikatha in very great detail soon when we go there. But the point to say here that Krishna decided no. When I'm staying here, Srimati Radhika is absorbed in that, it's called Prema Vaichitya, feeling of Krishna being away, while Krishna is very close. So she's feeling separation even in Krishna's presence. So Krishna decided, I have to leave. I have to leave Raj because then then the Brijvasis will be able to experience meeting with me in separation. They will always relishing me, relishing my Nama Rupa Guna Lila, my name, form, qualities and pastimes, chanting my name. So Srimati Radhika is always chanting Krishna's name. Soy Saki in that song. The song that is, I think, Vidyapati. So he's saying Soy Saki Shyamanam. Oh, Saki Srimati Radhika is saying to Chitra, I have heard that name of Krishna, and I'm afraid that I'm in love with three different people. First one is the one whose name I heard. The second one is who I saw in your painting. Chitra was painting Krishna. And the third one whose flute sound I heard. So I'm very much afraid I'm in love with three different people. And Chitra appeased Srimati Radhika. She said, no, you're actually in love only with one person, that is Krishna. So that is the feeling of separation. We visited Bandirvat, and in Bandirvat, before we were going across the field to a very special place called Vamshivat, another Vamshivat, another Rasa study. Here in Vrindavan, we will see one day Vamshivat, the place where Krishna started playing flute. And therefore gopis heard Krishna's flute, and each gopi heard her name, and she rushed towards Krishna, leaving all the household activities. Some gopi was feeding her baby, some gopi was cooking for her husband, some gopi was preparing, decorating herself. They left everything. One gopi left one eye only marked with kajal, the other one was not. Or another gopi was putting on the clothes meant for the lower part of the body, the upper part of the body, and vice versa. And one gopi was completely unaware that the rice had burnt, etc. And the baby was crying, so they ran away. So that same Vamshivat is there in Bandirvat. It's a nice area, little garden, similar to Vamshivat here in Vrindavan. So Krishna used to climb high trees. Bandir means Vat means banyan tree. So he used to climb banyan trees and used to call the gopis. Also used to call his cows. Krishna has very special beads. He used to count the names of cows in those beads. But certainly the gopis, so every gopi heard her name. And in that place, Vamshivat of Bandirvat, there is a deity of Shridam. That's Shridam, it's a very special place. Shridam is there. Shridam Saka, very close friend of Krishna's. So Krishna had told Brijvasis, oh, I have to go. I have some business in Mathura. Very soon I will return. In a day or two, I will return. But you please wait for me. So the Brijvasis were sure Krishna would return very soon. They were really sure. But Sridham was also waiting. He was standing in that place. A day passed by, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. Sridham was still patient. 10 days, 20 days, 1 month, several months, several years, 10 years, 50 years. Krishna was not returning. Krishna was not returning. So Sridham became very disturbed. What to do? Oh Krishna, if you don't return, I will drown myself in Yamuna. Yamuna was just close by. Yamuna was just close by. So Sridham was almost ready to drown in Yamuna. But then, after 4,500 years, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and he recognized Sridham and he said, "Oh Sridham, I have returned. I have returned." But Sridham is even now there, absorbed in separation. So we'll meditate in that place. Nearby there's a pond called Shyamtalaya. Now it's almost empty. There's no water. Probably now in rainy season there is some. But in the time of Rasa dance, which was happening there, gopis wanted to drink. So Krishna made that pond with his flute, I think, and then gopis had sufficient water to drink. So also, to finish, I want to mention the two forests we came by today. There's Matavan and there's Bhadravan. So Matavan, Mata means pot. So there were many potters living there and they were making pots. So in Matavan, also there were pastimes. I think the one related to Durvasa is there. Because when we were visiting Prema Sarovar actually also is in Matavan. In Prema Sarovar Mandir you could see two paintings. I think it's in another place. Anyway, two paintings. So one of them was related to Durvasa. I think it was still in Bandirwan. It was Bandirwan painting, Radha and Krishna wrestling, and the other one was related to Durvasa. So Durvasa's pastime happened in a place called Panigaon. When we go around Vrindavan, there's also Panigaon. Around Vrindavan, also Panigaon. Pani means water, as you know. So the gopis cooked so many things for Durvasa, so many preparations. Because Brijvasis always respect great sages. And Durvasa was a great Muni, great yogi, so Brijvasis were respecting him. But he was living in Durvasa ashram on the opposite side of Yamuna. That's one Panigaon. And the other Panigaon is a village several kilometers from Matavan. So Durvasa was residing there, and the gopis prepared so many preparations. But Yamuna was very turbulent on that day. There was a storm, and Yamuna's waters were coming up and down, and the wind was blowing, and gopis didn't know what to do. Oh Krishna, what to do? How to cross Yamuna? Oh, Krishna said to them, oh, you just say that Krishna Nitya Brahmachari. Krishna Nitya Brahmachari. Krishna is always a celibate monk, Brahmachari. Which is completely true. Krishna is the greatest yogi of all times, he's the greatest brahmachari. Although he enjoys rasa dance with millions of gopis, it is not at all a violation of his brahmacharya, because he's the greatest enjoyer. So Krishna told gopis to say that, and gopis see the faith. With great faith, they stopped by Yamuna and said, Krishna Nitya Brahmachari. Krishna is always celibate. And Yamuna opened their way, and they crossed Yamuna, and they went to Durvasa. So Durvasa eagerly accepted so many preparations. He was very grateful. Actually, Durvasa is the person who gave Srimati Radhika great benediction. Whatever you cook will be like nectar. So whatever Srimati Radhika cooks is a great nectar. Therefore, Srimati Radhika in Nitya Lila, she goes every day to cook for Krishna in Nandagaon. There's a whole story about that. And Lalita Vishaka and Rupa Manjari and so many other Sakis go along with her. So that was And because Durvasa enjoyed Srimati Radhika's cooking so much, so now the time came to return. But Yamuna was still turbulent, so what to say, what to say? And Krishna said, oh, you say, Durvasa said to them, oh, he said, Durvasa never eats anything. Durvasa never eats anything. Which is Nitya Nirahari, means never eats anything, never, how to say, accepts food. Which is true. When we take prasad, like when devotees absorbed in Krishna, they take prasad, they never eat. It's a great training for us, not to think that we're eating while taking prasad, we're serving prasad, we're supposed to, not to be enjoying while doing that. We're supposed to be remembering Krishna, remembering Harikatha, those things. So I can see at glances you must be checking yourself introspectively once you're engaged on what kind of talks while taking prasad. But that's very, very true about Durvasa Muni. He never eats. Durvasa never eats. Nitya Nirahari. And gopis with great faith said that to Yamuna Devi. Durvasa Nitya Nirahari. Durvasa never eats, always respects prasad, takes prasad. And Yamuna opened her waters and they again passed through. So remember those pastimes. I don't know if some time left. Maharaj still haven't come. I think we have 5 or 7 minutes for another speaker. Whoever would like to speak. Padabja Prabhu, Giridhari Prabhu, Simagriv Prabhu. Padabja, yes, please come speak something. Last minute. Nidai Gaur Premanande. So tomorrow we have rest day. No means no parikrama, but never rest from Harikatha. So there will be Harikatha as usual after visiting Radha Damodar and temple of Yogamaya.